There's a reason why a lot of couples making 120, 150, or even more are still feeling broke, and it's called a two income trap. And most people don't even realize they're in it. Okay, the two income trap. It sounds like voodoo or whatever. It's a very easy explanation if you just uh, wait 1 second, stop scrolling, and realize why that happens. Okay, so what happened before? Okay, the dude would work, the mom stays home, cooking, cleaning, staying with the kids, or whatever. But it wasn't just cooking and cleaning and staying with the kids. It was more of a one income can solve everything. And if for some reason dad got sick or got injured or whatever, the mom could go work and still provide the same amount of money ish, I guess, and be fine. But what happens when you have two incomes? One dude, the dude making 80, the mom making 60 or whatever, that's 140 or somewhere around 120 to 150. And you go and apply for the loan for a house, you apply for the car, you apply for everything under the sun with a credit, and you sign the 30-year mortgage, you sign the 6-year car thing, and then out of nowhere, within a couple of months, you're like, oh crap, like I actually have to go to work now because I have that payment, I have blah 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 blah. So that's the problem. So let's read here. Um, let's see. You would think that two incomes would solve everything. Money coming in, more security, more flexibility, but it's actually the opposite. It's exactly what I was talking about. Um, So it's the car, it's the better cars. You go out more. I forgot to say that. You spend more convenience. When you have kids involved, it's even worse because you got daycare, you got subscriptions, you got a bunch of stuff with kids. I thought it was like literally like diapers and wipes. It's not. Uh, nothing crazy individually, but it adds up a lot. So now instead of living in one income and saving the other, they build a life that requires both incomes just to survive. And that is the trap. Okay. Um, the reason why it's dangerous, you, while you think you have flexibility, you don't have flexibility. Like you cannot like start a business, for example. Like you have to go to work to pay your bills at the end of the month. So you can't really even test it. You don't even think about it because it's not possible. You have the mortgage you got to pay. So one person loses a job. Like I said, one person gets injured or wants time off or something. It's just not possible. You can't do it. Okay. What happens when two people are coming home from work, being on spreadsheets all day or at work or outside or whatever? You're tired. Are you really going to cook a meal or are you going to order takeout? More than likely, you're going to order takeout. That's a lot of money, by the way, and not as healthy. They probably put a bunch of crap that's not really needed in food. So like you potentially get unhealthier, maybe fatter, and then it's just like a snowball that just keeps compounding for the negative. So um, it doesn't make sense. I have a couple of solutions. Um, let's see here. I'm reading here. Yeah, I mean it's a fixed expenses that are the problem. But I have two solutions. Okay, and I talk about house hacking in this channel a lot. You don't have to do that. So the option A is house hacking. Okay, you buy a home, or you you sell your home and you buy something you can house hack. Okay, with an ADU, with a basement, something that you can rent out that it's separate. Okay, a lot of people live in apartments. A lot of people live in townhomes. It's okay. You learn this little skill of like it's not even property management. It's just house hacking. Okay, it's very simple. You can ask me questions in this channel. You can add me on Instagram, and then ask me questions. I am a realtor, by the way, so the more value I bring with this whole house hacking thing and real estate stuff, um, my only hope is that maybe this channel gets monetized at some point, or you send me some referrals in the Raleigh market or anywhere in the United States. I can point you in the right direction, get you with and connect you with a great agent, and it would be a win-win for you and for me. Um, so yeah, you do the house hacking thing, and that's probably two-ish grand, 2,500 maybe depending on the space, 1,500 to like 25 to even 3 grand, depending on how you do short term, mid term, long term, whatever you want. That's option A. And that's like an extra little person working in the household, by the way. So it's a cheat code to wealth. Okay, look at my other videos on house hacking. And I don't know how I would live without it. Okay, that's one. If two, you're like, dude, I don't want to learn that skill. I think it sounds complicated. I don't want to live with anybody. I just want to make sure this is green. We're good. It's green. What we get, this is probably for me is harder. Option 2. The dad's making 80, the mom's making 60. You need to figure out a way to live off of the 80. It could be any number. Figure out a way to live off of the 80. What does that mean? Lowering your lifestyle. Oh no. Yeah. Ish. I mean, I would strive for that. But if you go like 5, 10 grand, whatever. Live off of the 80, which means maybe selling your home, going to a lower, obviously lower price home, getting rid of, instead of 2 cars, going to 1, or potentially paid off cars, not like 1,000 plus every month for 2 cars. Eating out, cut it out. The whole Dave Ramsey thing, right? Try to figure out how to live off of one income. And the other one is just gravy. It's just investing aggressively on index funds or whatever you want, really. But usually, for the most part, for the general population, index funds would work. After a few years, I promise you, like start becoming more stable. The peace of mind, it's incredible. Okay, you can choose. They're both hard. They're both simple, but they're both hard. You get to choose one. I would probably choose the house hacking thing because I think it's way easier than lowering the lifestyle that you already have. Lowering the lifestyle, I think it's incredibly hard. So, but if you can do it, amazing. If you can do both, combine both strategies, fantastic. Okay, so let's see here what it says here. Simple fix. I'm not saying twin incomes are bad. They can be powerful, but only if you don't build your life around needing both. That's exactly what I just said. Try to figure out how to live off one and invest the other one. Because I promise you, the nicest things in life are usually free. Okay, going and surfing with your friends, or going on a walk with your family and your kids, laughing or like singing. Like my daughter's like singing the Frozen stuff now, like on top of her lungs, and it's so awesome. Or when she draws or whatever, like it's basically free stuff. You don't really need more money to be happy. So it is not the money. It's not the bigger house. It is not the nicer car. I promise you that. And then you'll have way more peace of mind when you realize that and you implement that. But anyways, if you like these videos, please hit the like and subscribe button, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.